It will interest you to know that people are trafficking drugs to the Holy Land.
People trafficking drugs to Holy Land.
Exactly.
Call Okada man. Where can I buy Colorado? Where can I buy Loud? Where can I buy Ghana? Planting cassava. It's not cassava, but sativa.
I've been to Farm Security where you can drive 3 hours to hire about 70 laborers to join us. We
to destroy the farm.
3 days, 51 hectares.
That is what I always say about drugs. Drugs will change your life. Welcome to the Ife Bamidele podcast. My name is Ife Oluwayemika Bamidele, and this is the first edition of the drug-free series on our episodes for the drug-free project. The podcast has been on for some time, but this is the first time that I'm pitching something that is very unique, and that is on the drug-free series. Today, I have with me a special guest, the Public Relations Officer of the NDLEA, Mr. Ife Fabi. It's good to have you in the studio and on my podcast. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing very, very fine. Thank you so much for having me.
As people don't see your jacket like this, people don't they ask, waiting this man go on talk. You know, the funny thing is that there's glamorization, there's normalization. It has gotten to a point where people who don't use substances are the ones that are now the problem. Or you that you are saying people should not use, you are the problem. So genuinely, do you think that when people see your jacket, what comes to their mind? Are they afraid? Are they scared? Or even you, when you are going out and you introduce yourself, when you first mention your name, you know my name, the name means love. Are they thinking about love or are they thinking about war? Which one are you at this point in time?
Thank you, Mr. Bamidele. Yeah. All right. Genuinely, when we go out there, trust me, if you see people, especially when it is enforcement duty, nobody sees red jacket. If you know your answer,
because you know you also wear red jacket with EFCC. I've seen some videos where people will be wearing red jacket. They are not anything, and then they just be walking around restaurants, and then they will be seeing people are running out of the restaurant. But your own jacket is even bigger than their own, and it's long sleeve.
As is long sleeve, EFCC use short sleeve.
Yeah, the short sleeve.
If you have seen us at the scene of operation, once we enter, if you know your hands are not clean, you don't wait to say NDLA.
Wow.
So once we are out there, when people see us, if their hands are not clean, they don't stop. That is one side. But on the other side, which is what we have been trying to balance since the administration of Brigadier General Amawar. We are trying to balance the enforcement with drug demand reduction activity.
Tell us about it.
All right. Over the years, the effort to reduce and combat illicit trafficking and consumption of and dealing in illicit substances in the country has been more of enforcement. Which is what
that's the one people know. I mean, people carrying guns, weapons,
go to the street,
go into a street, park all the people, load them inside, pick up.
Go for raid operation. You go for this interdiction.
That's the one that people are aware of.
People are aware of, a lot of people. But internationally, it has been research has shown that alone cannot solve the problem.
Okay.
There are countries today that have very strict laws against against drug trafficking, but people are still trafficking drugs
there.
It's interesting to know that people are trafficking drugs to the Holy Land, Saudi Arabia. Despite
people trafficking drugs to Holy Land.
Exactly.
Wow. I mean, you people have mind, though.
They want to get high in the presence of the Most High.
Hey! But you cannot be higher than the Most High. Oh, shit.
That is why they are missing the point.
Thank you.
And for instance, a country like Saudi Arabia, where death penalty
is the punishment for
people, are still doing it. Wow. They arrested some people during this last Hajj. People that were supposed to go for Hajj, they were arrested with drugs. So if countries that have very strict rules, very strict laws against drug,
they've not been able to stop it.
People are still defying it to carry the drug. How much more in our country? So when the current chairman of NDLA, Brigadier General Amawar, came on board, he said, we are going to balance it. We are going to balance supply reduction with drug demand reduction. We are going to reach out to young people. We are going to reach out to the people who have not been introduced to drug at all. So that we'll stand. It will be like a bridge that we are standing here.
Okay.
We don't want you to even...
We stop the bad people from continuing the trade. Then we stop the people who have not used from joining the people.
Prevention.
But why is it that we don't see that much of that side? Is there what do you think is making it harder? Because people are used to the guns, people are used to the uniform, people are used to the action, and then in the news too. When you check on every Monday, I know Mr. Femi Babafemi and the entire PR team, they're working on giving us reports. In Kaduna, we caught this man 872 kilograms. In Ibadan, we caught this in Ado Ekiti. I know that you've had a lot of success in Ekiti and Ondo. There's been in the news, they'll say 200 kilograms, 100. But what happens when it comes to information with regards to drug demand reduction?
Okay.
Is it that it's not said? People don't like that gist. It's not famous.
Thank you. If you see the way you are talking about, a lot of people love the action part. Most times, the arrests will make arrests that are mind blowing. The mode of concealment, the extent to which people are ready to go to traffic drug, are things that will always make news, and that is why it is the one that generates more attention. It is the one that gets their attention and the publicity. But I can tell you for free that we give the same utmost attention to the drug demand reduction. Yes, there is no official report from our headquarters that will not capture the two.
Wow. If you check but we the people who are reading the news,
exactly,
or people who are promoting the news, we choose sensationalism.
Exactly.
Okay, I agree with you. But there's one question, and that is one question that I've been privileged to meet Brigadier General Buba Marwa, and I love him so much. I love the NDLA with a lot of my heart. Maybe not all of my heart. Okay, all of my heart. Let me say all of my heart today. Okay. Because you are here now. Okay. I don't know what's in your pocket. But let me say with all of my heart. I genuinely love the NDLA. And I have so much regard for Brigadier General Buba Marwa and the team that works with him across the states. I've met very fine gentlemen officers around the country who are committed and dedicated. I have one of my brothers and former students who currently works with the NDLA as well, Asheye Otunla in Oyo State, Nigeria, and a few other people who I have met across board and in my course of advocating against the use of drug abuse and supporting persons in recovery. But the truth is that across the country, my brother, if you go to any town, call an Okada man. Call Okada man. Ask him, where can I buy Colorado? Where can I buy Loud? Where can I buy Gbana? Where will I find
AZ?
You see,
Loud.
You get the Okada man will tell you where to go. And there's NDLA in that state.
Yes.
Sometimes this distance between that place and office is not too far. Maybe one other Okada will move us from that place to office. How far? Wetin dey happen? Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bamidele. You see, I love that question so much because it speaks to the heart of the matter.
Yes.
They say security is every man's business.
That's right. So you're the push am back to us.
No, I'm not pushing. No, I'm trying to address something. You see, let me use Ekiti State
as an example.
Yeah. Ekiti State is notorious for cannabis sativa cultivation.
Yes. not just use, like not just use, planting, farm. Like people have farm.
People have farms.
Me, I have flowers. I plant flowers.
You are just learning. Now, here in Ekiti State, the land that people are supposed to use for cannabis,
they are supposed to use for cassava.
They are using it for
sativa. Hey! Planting cassava, not cassava, but sativa.
There is no local government. I'm saying it with all sense of
wow.
We have facts. There is no local government in Ekiti State where there is no cannabis farm, where we've not destroyed cannabis farm. And because it is planted here in commercial quantity, I'm talking about hectares.
Not that people are planting just because they want to explore. Not for that instance, they have a small pot in their house.
No. We are talking commercial quantity. Farm. I've been to farm in this Ekiti where you can drive 3 hours. Farm, yes.
Farm.
There was one we destroyed last year in Ise Ekiti. We spent 3 days on that farm with the support of our sister security agencies like the Nigerian Army.
3 days.
We had to hire about 70 laborers to join us. We
worked to destroy the farm.
3 days, 51 hectares.
What?
51 hectares. Not acres, not plots. 51 hectares of cannabis. It was all over the news where we destroyed over 100,000 kilograms of cannabis sativa. Now, because it is ready, the land here in Ekiti is very fertile.
Hey, but
than,
not fertile for cassava.
Not fertile for cassava.
So they are using the fertility instead of using it for cassava. They are using it for sativa.
Exactly. And because of that, it is readily available everywhere. We've arrested individuals in Ado-Ekiti here who planted it in their compound.
Ha!
Now, because it is readily available,
they should plant maize.
That's one of the things we're advocating. And because of that, it is everywhere. Okay. It is everywhere. And that's why it seems the effort of NDLA is not yielding fruit. Because
but you are making effort.
We are making a lot of efforts. I can say that.
You are working hard.
We are working around the clock to make sure we bring this thing to the BRS minimum and reduce it. It cannot be eradicated.
So it is not as if we are not working.
No.
It is because the people who are working against us, they are more than the people that are working.
In fact, you have captured the
part.
Honestly speaking. If you are, thank God you have been to our office.
So what do we need to do?
Okay, on the side of our agency, for instance, last year NDLA launched what we call Alternative Development Unit. Like I said, our chairman said, see, we can't just be doing the old school style of enter cannabis farm, destroy, and destroy. Let's look
this cannabis farm of driving 3 hours. How many can you now destroy? Because if me, I drive 3 hours from anywhere, 3 hours journey, no be small matter. See, and use cannabis farm.
Do you know that
somebody's farm, 51 hectares.
There are farms in this Ekiti that enter Ondo State.
Wow.
Like you will see, you will be on the farm for days, like the one I told you about.
3 days.
3 days, and despite that, we were unable to finish the destruction. And if you know how much it costs to
be able to mobilize
exactly the resources to enter inside, they will go inside the thick of the forest to go and plant it now.
So solution. What the agency? You said
alternative development unit. It was launched last year to meet with farmers, to meet with community leaders, to meet with, because a stranger cannot enter Ekiti forest or enter any forest for that matter to say I want to go. Some people gave them land.
True.
Some people most of the people you will see on that farm are people they are not Yoruba. People from
different parts of the
different part of the country.
You said some people also planted in their own house.
People planted.
Those ones are Yoruba, they are Hausa, they are Igbo, they are every tribe. People are doing different things.
Exactly. So the people that are planting inside different forests in the states, somebody gave them land.
True.
So when we go, part of the alternative development unit goals is to reach out to these people that own the land.
Yes.
The community leaders, the traditional rulers, to collaborate with NDLA to look at how we can switch the attention of people away
from
cannabis
to planting other things. I know they did some project like that in some countries in South America.
It started last year.
Wow, replacement farming where they give them seeds to plant other things different from. So rather than just destroy their farm, you destroy the sativa, or you now give them cassava, or you give them alternative that they can plant. I like that sativa cassava, and then that most high, you cannot be higher than the most high. They go to the Holy Land to meet with the Most High, and then they still want to be high, but you cannot be higher than the Most High. Thank you. I like that. So genuinely, you said that the challenge is that we're working really hard. There's a lot of solutions that we're proposing, but because of the magnitude of the work, it makes it challenging. Why do you think people are using? Because, we're spoken about drug supply, but genuinely, there are products that are not selling. You can have a product and nobody's buying. And if nobody's buying, the product will go into extinction. The reason people are buying a product is because it exists, firstly, but also because people find a need for it.
Because there's always demand.
There are people who are waking up in their shop every day. Some people close down shop because they didn't have customers.
Because they are not selling, exactly. But drug is something that for as long as...
Why are people using drugs?
Thank you. For as long as human being exists, humanity exists, people will always demand for drugs. Let me shock you. Do you know that in the Bible there are instances of people that abuse substance?
Really?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know.
Yes,
as
sir.
you they tell me now, let me I beg, shine me light.
Let me shine you light. The man that slept naked and slept with his own daughter, what happened to him?
Hey, wisdom.
The first one got the father drunk.
Don't leave me.
And slept with him. The second one, let me do the same thing. They gave him substance, and the substance altered his mind.
That is what I always say about drugs. Drugs will change your life. normal person wey no suppose sleep with him pikin don go sleep with him pikin don sleep with baba because of drug. Shoo! I don't know, say na Bible. Oh boy.
So you can see it's something that has been with us from time immemorial and it's continuing to be with us. But one of the things that influences it now, that makes people to go into this thing. Number one, because we are talking to the young generation, is music.
Music, glamorization on music videos.
Kanajanika Masha.
Give me the light.
The kind of songs
that we're listening
the young
to,
people are listening to, are songs that make that motivate
glamorize drugs.
Glamorize drugs.
Kosegbo.
Chemical.
Our science students.
So a young person, teenagers with young impressionable...
But there's film and video censors board. They are the ones who are supposed to look at what is coming out as music and all that kind of thing.
And those are some of the partners we are looking at.
And the songs are so popular.
So young people want to, I want to be like Olamide Bado.
Shout out to David Jones. David, that guy sings a lot of songs that say no to drugs. He just released some songs that are trying to help people to say no to drugs. He has a lot of songs, and I hope that one of these days I'll be able to have him on the podcast. But those songs, people don't even hear that song. If you mention him as an artist, I'm not even sure that some of the people who are listening are able to recognize him as an artist. But bro is doing a lot of fantastic work. But they remember the songs that talk about Baba, exactly. That was from my brother.
So music contributes to it a lot.
Yeah.
People want to be like their celebrity.
Music,
they want to look like
media,
media,
movies,
advertisements, movies, and then the economic situation in the country also contributes to it.
But when people talk about economic situation as a justification for drug abuse, my challenge with asking is drugs are damn expensive. So what I've seen is people will choose not to eat and they will go and buy colos. So is it money that is their problem or their choices? Because if you give me money now, I get some amala wey if you see the amala man and put begiri pomo inside, put ejakika.
That is because you are not hooked on drug. For people that are hooked on drug.
That's what I'm saying. So how can somebody say it's the economic situation? If economic situation they do, you go chop now. If you get money, you go chop.
Now, because of the economic, I'll explain. Because of the economic situation, people that cannot afford the traditional drugs, the cocaine, heroin, they look for alternative.
Like what?
Which is what we call the non-conventional substances. Like there's a way they smoke Pampers. There is a way they smoke.
I dey hear this one for the first time.
There is a way they smoke menstrual pad.
I hear that some people will go to pit latrine.
Exactly. There's a way
they go and sniff latrines to get high.
Yes, sir.
Gum.
Yes, gum. Lizard excreta. A lot of things.
Hey, don't want to mention lizard.
And some random.
I beg, if you dey watch, I'm not try am. Do not do this. Do not try this at home. You know that time when you're watching a movie and they put, don't try this at home.
That won't be explicit about that. Now, another thing they use for this to get the eye effect is last year there was a documentary. It was Far Away Sierra Leone where people are now, there's a drug they call Kush, where they exhume the bones of dead people.
You don't even respect dead people. Person live, he die. You see, they use
when I was growing up,
dead body.
When they bury people, they say rest in peace. But now the living are not allowing the dead to rest in peace.
The living are not allowing the dead to rest in peace. All because of high.
Now most mortuary, most ground now higher security guard to protect the dead from the living.
We are protecting the dead from the living
because people are going there to disturb them where they are resting in peace.
Oh boy!
To extract their bones and crush it to produce what is called kush. The same last year, it was around March. The Kano State Commander of the NDLA raided some burial ground and arrested some people. So which means the thing is coming home now. Because now you were talking about how can people say they are struggling economically, have money.
Because you were mentioning some of the reasons.
They may not have the money for cocaine, but
they may have money for
this
to go and bust a cemetery. Hey,
or to go and
mix. They off me, or to go and mix.
So they use the drug as a coping mechanism.
So it's not just financial.
It's not just.
I mean, heavy income or high income earners. It's also people who don't have.
And like I said, some people plant cannabis in their houses.
Yeah, so some people are using from home. So we have the ease of access. We have the economic situation in the country. We have glamorization of drugs from the media. What else do you think is responsible?
The occupational individual is where an individual is working. Occupational predispositions for people that work in nightclub.
It go hard, make you know.
It go hard. For people that work in hotels, it go hard, make you know try. And one day they will say puff and pass.
Puff pass.
Puff and pass.
Hey.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure. I think that the peer pressure one, I don't know. We try to teach. One of the things I teach in the course of my years in advocacy is assertiveness skills, the ability to say no.
I mean no.
People making choices. And I always use a very simple example of Coca-Cola products. I hope that Coca-Cola will pay me for this
free advert.
But I use examples of Coca-Cola products, and I say we walk into a store. One person buys Coca-Cola, another person buys Fanta, one person buys Sprite, another person picks up Schweppes. Now, from the same company, and we make our choices, and we don't feel bad about it. Different choices, and we are fine. Everybody's cool. We go home, we're friends. But you now buy your kush, you roll your, then you pass to me, and I say no, and then that day I become your enemy, just because I don't want to do what you're doing. It shouldn't be. People should be able to have some level of choices. But the peer thing you spoke about, I think that is a very big factor. But genuinely, from your own personal opinion, what do you think young people can do to not be involved? I mean, like to save themselves from their peers. Help me, my peers are using and I don't want to. You're a young person. You are in reality. When you remove your jacket, you are still a human being. You are still somebody's brother, somebody's husband, somebody's dad, somebody's cousin. So realistically, how easy is it for us not to do the things that our friends are doing?
Okay, thank you. When we say peer pressure, it is not limited to a particular age group. Mm-hmm. Peer pressure also affects the older generation.
True.
The people you see at the paraga joints are not young people.
That one self deal.
Yes.
So it's not just young people that have peer pressure. No. Some people have gone to go and drink paraga 8 a.m. in the morning. Also, people are buying pelebe in the garage 6 a.m. in the morning because their friend too has bought one sachet.
So it's cut across the age group. Now, one thing, like you said earlier, sir, assertiveness training, ability to say no and mean no.
To say no
and
mean no.
Because a time will come, if you don't say no to the drug begins to control you, and by that time you cannot say no to it again.
It go reach one stage, no go work.
No go work again. It will get to stage, it is the drug that will control you. If you have not taken the drug, that is addiction. If you have not taken the drug, you cannot function normally again because the drug would have rewired the brain. So much that if they have not taken it, they cannot eat, they cannot sleep. You see them agitating, you see them shaking, nervous breakdown. They can't control their body function.
Wow. Because
the drug has taken over and it begins to control them. So we always tell them, say no while you can say no.
Say no while you can say no.
You
see, say no while you can say no. No be me talk that one now. Because sometimes I've been talking so much and I'm asking myself, is it everybody that is thinking the way I'm thinking? Or am I the only one who is seeing this thing? Because it looks like all of us are seeing it. And then we just choose to be silent. The thing is there, is a monster, is killing people one by one. And then all of us are just quiet like, let's not talk.
Business. Well, so that is one. The ability to say no and mean no, and then to get ourselves engaged productively. A lot of young people are
not doing anything.
Yes, and they always say I do and it's
devil's workshop. This time around, devil not even get workshop; he get full factory. Workshop na small thing.
The full refinery.
People are mixing so many things that are killing other people.
If I show you the kind of things we have arrested, there was a time we arrested some individual from this popular spot in Ado that smokes condom. Yes.
They are smoking condom.
It was there. We found out.
I am hearing this.
It was the first time. Found out
I beg you in the name of God, don't die.
Maybe behind the scene, I will tell you how they
don't die. Please don't die. I beg you in the name of God. See, I beg you. I'm begging. Nigeria, if you are watching this,
Nigeria needs you.
Please. Nigeria may not even need you. You should need yourself. Just need yourself. In case Nigeria has failed you or your family has failed you, please, just for your own sake, it will be good to end this life in a good way? Because sometimes you get to a place, if they ask wetin kpai you, they say it's smoke condom. You know, David Jones, in one of his songs, he say, he take colos, and now he don't colo. To colos. The problem is, you'll be hearing, on colos. It looks like Colorado has changed the dynamics.
Yes, totally.
What is it that Colorado is doing to young people? People are running mad. People are getting crazy. Mental health situation is deteriorating. Yes. People that used to think that they had control of alcohol, of drugs, of random things. It looks like Colorado is making it different. Yes. What is it that is unique or distinct with Colorado?
Thank you, sir. Colorado, okay, cannabis sativa.
Oncolos.
I'm going to mention this. Colorado, AZ, Banco, and Loud. All of them are strains of cannabis sativa.
I see. So
they are
it's still cannabis.
It's still cannabis. It's like saying rice.
Rice. You say ofada rice.
We have white rice.
White rice.
Jollof rice.
Fried rice. Now Igbimo rice.
The differences between all this is the taste is different from each other. One is stronger.
One is polished. One is authentic.
That is the difference between Colorado, Loud, AZ, Banco, and the regular cannabis. Now, I see. The regular cannabis is not as strong, it's not as addictive as the Colorado.
So what
people, if you see people, when we arrest them, the individual that can smoke like 15 wraps of the regular cannabis, they're not born and where to finish a wrap of Colorado Mayawere. Because it's very...
and that's why people are now craving it. They want the fast high.
The one that is high. The one that it is very fast. It is very, very strong. So they don't need to smoke 15 wraps.
You can just do
just one. And it is stronger. Now, another difference is the regular cannabis.
Yes.
If they smoke it 15 houses away from here, you passivity.
Okay.
But if they smoke Colorado beside
you may not know.
You will not
so know. The fact that it is easier to also...
The odor has been taken care of. So it doesn't smell like the regular cannabis. So, and it is very strong. So people are going for it because it gives them that eye. The eye you get from smoking the regular cannabis in like 15 wraps, you can get it in just a few seconds.
So Loud, Mogbe, Colorado. So now people are going...
Loud, Colorado, AZ, Banku, because they have mixed other chemicals.
I didn't say Banku na food for Ghana.
My brother, no go try.
If you go give me Banku na, I go think say na food, na food.
It's not food. They mix all sorts of things.
Hey.
If you sit down with this guy, they are giving you names. You ask yourself, you have this brain.
My brother, you have to come back. Do you think that this is a problem that can be solved?
Yes, sir. 100%.
As you talk that yes now, if you said no, I will have said that okay, finally.
It is a problem that can be solved if all of us are ready to do what needs to be done.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
So in your years of work and experience with drug supply, drug demand reduction, and being in the NDA, what do you think has been one of your most painful experiences? I mean, personal, seeing people and persons. What's the most painful experience that you have seen or that you've had?
I think the one that will rank as the most painful is the one that happened last year.
Okay.
Where we had a case of a young guy, a young man in his early 20s, I think 22 or so. Yeah. His parents brought him to our office. They rushed him to our office.
All right.
Because he was abusing substance. The thing has gotten so bad that he has started selling stuff in the house. When they brought him to our office, on the spot, where he was standing, he was swimming on the spot without water.
Swimming, no water, no swimming.
Yes, imaginary water. So in his head, he was just smiling.
Things had gone really bad mentally.
He was swimming on the spot.
Psychological.
It took like 3 days before he was stabilized, before you could engage him.
Even with the help of mental health professionals.
Hello, what's your name? He was just swimming. Now, when we interacted or interviewed the parent told us that he has sold almost all the electronics in the house.
Wow.
And when they ask him, what do you use this money for? You tell them that he was broke, he needed money to get high. So he had to sell some stuff in the house.
Wow.
And because of, at the moment, we do not have a rehabilitation center in NDLA Ekiti State Command. So we always refer them to
Akure or to another
command.
Or your...
So we told the parent we will refer the boy to Akure. They said, So we told them to please, when you are going, you go with him. They said, please, just keep him with you.
Keep him with you.
Help us keep. We are not sure we are safe with him in the house.
Wow.
We arrested one young lady. She was a student at the time.
Wow.
With large quantity of methamphetamine, which is called ice on the street.
Very
addictive substance. When they were interviewing, she said she doesn't have anybody. Okay, call your parents. The parents came and went, madam, where have you been?
The mother.
The mother. Who is okay? The father. Sir.
So she had both parents. Because some people say, it's because you don't have father and mother.
The two of them came down from Lagos. Sir.
So the two of them.
So they faced her. Apparently she could
communicate in sign language.
They were
so the two parents were
angry,
deaf and dumb.
Deaf and dumb.
Hi!
They were angry, they were bitter, but they couldn't express that bitterness. So what they were just doing was just
the sign.
Almost everybody in the office wept that day. Even the lady, she broke down in tears because we're like, see what you are subjecting your parents to. You see, that experience lingers in my head. Every time I remember, I say, Kai, this is what
can happen.
This is what can
parents.
happen.
You can turn your parents to tears. Can bring pain.
Yes.
So even people who don't know you,
yes,
they become teary for you and look at you and look at your situation and say, see where this person found themselves.
Exactly.
I just want to encourage young people who have listened, and I just want to tell you that drug and substance abuse can actually change your life. It can take away life itself. It can take away health, and it can take away hope. Love yourself and love the people that love you and stick around you. The world will be a better place for all of us. I really love you and I care about you, and that's why we're talking about this today. I hope to see you on another episode, and I'm looking forward to you liking, sharing, and spreading this information. Have a beautiful day. I love you.